Bezat Hashem, B'shat Tov Matzliach, B'shat Tishmayim, my brother. We're back here at David Chai, B'shat Tov Matzliach. Anybody wants to join us? We're starting to learn something. We promised we're gonna learn Halachot Seudah. After probably we're gonna start something new long. We're gonna do it next week. Everybody's back. Everybody's vacationing now. So in meanwhile, we're gonna do little by little tidbits here, there. Tonight is actually 27th of Tevet already. Sunday night going into Monday, which is second day of the week of Parashat Shabbat Bo. So we're going to be discussing today Siman Reish Lamed Chet 238 in reference to Likboa Etim LeTorah Balayla. When is it best time to learn Torah? Many people will say to you in the morning when a person slept, right? He rested. And therefore, since he rested, it's a good time to learn Torah. The Shulchan Aruch doesn't agree. No, neither do any of the Rabbanim. I'm talking to myself, obviously. He says like this: Likvoa, this siman is you must set time to learn at night Torah, and there are going to be two halachot discussing it. First halacha, אחד, צריך לזהר בלימוד התורה יותר מבשל יום. לימוד התורה הלילה יותר מבשל יום, המבטלו עוד שוגג מרובע. A person has to be very meticulous, says Shulchan Aruch, very careful, and meticulous and careful to make sure that he's learning at night. It's more important than learning during the day. And a chas v'shalom, a person who is not learning Torah, or could learn Torah, and is not learning Torah at night, he is mivatlo, he's annulling the nights, he's wasting his time by nights. On Shom Merubeh. Shulchan Aruch says his punishment is very grave. Very grave. Not small punishment, they'll take away his $15,000 Rolex. He's not going to lose his car crash, $75,000 car. No, that's nothing. That's small compared to the punishment of what a person will get. And I'm talking to myself. That's very careful. We have to be very cautious. Says Mishnah Berurah, Belimud halayla, Shulchan Aruch said you have to be careful learning at night. וכדאמרינן לה אברי ליליה אלא לגרסה. לא עברי ליליה. Hashem, it says over there that Hashem did not create night for one purpose only, to learn.
So night is more important than
the day. V'kivan delikach nivra halayla. And he says the purpose of creation of night was not for us to go and shluf. The night was created specifically for you to go to learn. And v'kivan delikach nivra halayla. Therefore, if the night was created for that purpose, you must be very meticulous and cautious at night to learn. V'ita b'Gemara, and the Gemara says the following: Kol ha'osek b'Torah b'layla, anyone who learns Torah at night, HaKadosh Baruch Hu moshech alav chut shel chesed bayom. Hashem Himself comes and stretches over this person kindness throughout the whole day.
It's also restrictions what we can learn, right?
Not so pashut. There's plenty of learning. Look how many svarim you have. Shene'emar, it says in the Torah, there's only a shiloh of learning Chumash or Tehillim. Some say even just pronouncing it. The shiloh is if you're going with depth, with Rashis and all the Mifarshim, that's not really learning, that's Rabbanan. Shene'emar, as it says in the Torah, Yomam yetzaveh Hashem chasdo, u'balayla shiro imi. So, Hashem says, and during the day Hashem He brings, He spreads so much kindness, on whom? Balayla shiro imi. That one that sings at night with Hashem, which means Torah. That's Hashem's Torah. That's with Him. What are you doing with Hashem? Why are you singing a song with Hashem? Right now we're learning. That's learning. We're singing with Hashem at night. Additionally, Amru in Menachot Kufyud Amudbeh, right? So Menachot, Masechta Menachot over there it says on page 110. Talmidei Chachamim ha'oskim b'Torah b'layla. Any person who is learning at night, מעלה עליהם הכתוב כאילו עסוקים בעבודה. It's as if they're servicing in Beit HaMikdash. Any Talmid Chacham or any person who's learning at night, it's as if he's working in Beit HaMikdash. ומאי תשם מקרא, and over there they bring a pasuk. עוד אמרו, תמיד למד ב', another statement was mentioned in Masechet Tamid, page 32. כל העוסק בתורה בלילה, anyone who studies Torah at night, שכינה כנגדו. The Hashem's presence is right opposite him. Shene'emar, as it says, Kumi Roni Balayla. Arise, as it says in the pasuk, rise and sing at night. Hainu la'asok b'Torah. Ronnie, right? Shiru lo shir chadash. What does that mean, shir chadash? What, you could sing something new? No, that's right. Yes. At the moment that you're learning right now, you're something new constantly. You ever learn Chumash? Every year it's different understanding. Everything, all the time. Parashiyot, you will never have almost the same understanding the year to the next year.
How did I miss this?
Yes, that's right. What if I told you just from the nigun, just from the melody, the way you say the melody, there's so much halachot to be learned, and you're like, wait a minute, I didn't hear this last year. How come? Right? Just from the nigun, from the tune of the reading, it's amazing. Uchtiv batrei. It says later, Shivchi kamayim libech nochach pnei Hashem. It says over there, Shivchi kamayim libech, spill your heart towards Hashem, nochach pnei Hashem, towards Hashem, opposite. Well, again, and that's where that you get during the night when He's right opposite you. V'katav Rambam, and the Rambam explains to this. V'huva beYoredea Siman Reish Mavav. Take a look in Yoredea 246, right after Halachot. We started today, Kibud Avayim. Reish Mem 240. So it's over there, how to honor the whole thing. Harotze liskot bekitra shel Torah. Anyone who wants to have the crown of Torah on him, Izaher bechol lelotav velo ya'abed afilu achad mehen b'shena ve'achila u'shtiya v'sicha v'kayotze bazeh. A person should be meticulous and careful at night that he should not waste it in sleeping or drinking or eating, going to the parties, engagement, this all day, every night there's a party. V'sicha, or just talking, or any other mundane, as they call in English, passing the time, right? The pastime, right? The American pastime. Watch baseball. Okay. Uma dichtav b'chol lilotav, and why does it say over there every night? Hainu da'afilu b'kayet b'lilot k'tzarim. Even at night, when the nights, in the summertime when the nights are short, still should be meticulous to learn. Kegon beTammuz, especially like in the month of Tammuz, shehaz nigba alayla ha'ikar l'shena. Over there, obviously, the night is what? You have 6 hours at night, if that. You want to sleep as much as possible. Some places, 4 hours. In London, it's 4 hours night. From 12, Shkia is at 12, sunrise is like 4:45. It's crazy.
2 hours sleeping, 2 hours sleeping.
4, it's crazy. But still, even then, you have to be careful to learn at night. כמו שכתוב, כתוב התוספות, ואפילו האחי צריך על כל פנים ללמוד מעט קודם השינה האחרונים. So the rabbi is explaining over there, before you fall asleep, you have to learn something. ועין לעיין בסימן במשנה ברורה, look at there later on, it's משנה ברורה, סעיף קטן ט', we'll discuss more. עונשו מרובה, what does that mean? A grave punishment the person gets for not learning at night when he should be learning at night. וכדאמרינן, as it say over there in חלק צדיק ב', over there in גמרא חלק is Sanhedrin, page 92. כל בית שאין דברי תורה נשמעים בו בלילה. Wow. Any house that does not have a sound of Torah in it at night, אש אוכלתו. Fire consumes it חס ושלום. שנאמר, ואיתי בפרק כמה דאבות, and over there it's brought down פסוק. ואיתה בפרק כמה דאבות, also in the first chapter of Avot, it's brought down. Udelam mosiv, anyone who doesn't add to his Torah knowledge. Yasef. Hainu, udelam mosiv lilmod balayla, betu be'av v'elach, meaning whoever does not increase his learning Torah from the 15th of Av and more, Yasuv min haolam, he will be gathered from this world. Yeah? ועיין במגן אברהם, דלשנת האדם בלילה. Look at over there, מגן אברהם, that any time that the sleeping of the night of a man, אין לזה שיעור קבוע. There is no permanent time for sleeping. אלא תלוי בכל אדם, לפי כוח בריאותו. Obviously, it's depending on the person's ability and his strength, or his health. על כל פנים, לא ישתקע בשינה יותר מדי. A person should be very careful not to sleep too much. וכדאית במשנה סנהדרין פרק ח', And as we see that over there in Gemara in Mishnah, Sanhedrin, chapter 8, mentions Shena la tzadikim, when righteous people sleep, ra lahen v'ra la'olam. It is bad for them and bad for the world. When person, what is righteous? A person who could learn Torah and he's not. Uperesh Rashi mipnei she'ena moskim b'Torah. You know why it's bad for the world? Because they're not learning Torah, and it's bad for them because obviously they're not growing, they're not elevating themselves in the concept of knowledge of Torah. Let's go see if bet. Halacha number 2. Im yesh lo chok kavua lilmod kach vekach liyom, ve'atayu tarud bayom velo yishlimu, yishlemenu balayla miyat. Oh, another thing the Rabbi wants to teach us. And if a person had a set learning set certain items that he learns every night, let's say today people learn Rambam 3 chapters daily. Somebody wants to finish Siyum HaShas, he learns 8 pages of Gemara daily. You know, like Siyum HaShas once a year. So there's a lot of or Daf Yomi. Okay, and he didn't during the day. He didn't do it. So he says, catch up. Do not go to sleep until you finish it. Imagine yourself, the guy was busy the whole day, 8 hours. He got 8 pages of Gemara. It's about 8 hours. He didn't do it. Shem Rachem. So, says over here, Mishnah Berurah, what's going on here? What is he? Chok kavua. What does that mean that he has set learning? Okay, look over there in page Siman 155, discusses more in reference to that. Okay. Dalet yashlimenu balayla. He should Siv katan Dalet, Mishnah Berurah. He should complete it during the night. Klomar afilu beliלות הקצרים מחויב להיות נאור בלילה כדי להשלים חוקו. A person should be very meticulous and by nightfall complete all his regularly scheduled learning. ולא יאחר זה עד יום מאוחר, and should not postpone it to tomorrow. כי יום שלאחריו מחויב בפני עצמו. Because tomorrow is another day of learning. You want to push this day to the next day. ונמצא ביום זה לא השלים חוקו. And it's going to happen that Chas v'Shalom, that day, he did not learn certain set amount of learning as he was supposed to. והווה מעוות לא יוכל לתקון. It will be like a person who lost, he cannot fix anymore. It's lost. Pri megadim. So, hey miyat, he should complete the learning of the whole day instantly. What does that mean? V'havin neder. Why? Because it's like a neder, like a promise that you made to Hashem. Because remember, he learns every day this amount. What you just skip it today? No, something came up. It doesn't matter. You have a neder because you didn't say bli neder. So it's like a neder. Kedamrin and nedarim, like we said within Masechet Nedarim, page 8. Haomer eshne perek zeh. Anyone who says, I will learn, meaning he makes a neder, he makes a shvuah, he promises. He says, I am going to finish, and in the language of vow. Haomer eshne perek zeh. He says, I will finish learning this chapter. Neder gadol nadar leElohei Israel. As if he promised the whole world to Hashem. It's a great vow. Ve'ita beyoredea b'siman reishu dalet, and it's brought down in Yoredea, Siman 214, Saif Aleph. De'im nahag la'asot davar tov. If a person constantly was doing something good, im haya b'dato linhog ken le'olam ave neder. A person does it and he's in mind that he wants to do it for the rest of his life till he dies. It's like a neder already. However, it's appropriate before doing anything holy. He should add to his mind, he should say, let's say I wanna finish Tehillim every day, right? Or whatever. Read Tehillim Tehillim spread into 7 days, right, during the week. So he says, I want to do this every day. Good. Should say bli neder. Don't start it without those words, because maybe one day you forget. Maybe Chas v'Shalom, you will one day won't be able to complete what you took on yourself, and it's going to be like you broke a neder. And B'ezrat Hashem, B'siyata D'Shmaya, tomorrow we'll start Halachot Din Kriyat Shema al Mitato. Din Kriyat Shema of sleeping in before nightfall in bed. Baruch Adonai Olam, Amen. Amen.